first off, how Harry feels about himself. This is the 12 card spread, and a bunch more. So this one's probably going to be a little bit longer than normal, but since all the cards are laid out, I can kind of breeze through this. Overall, we have memories and the cauldron. So how he feels about himself is, he's a sentimental dude. He holds on to memories. He likes to create memories. He's kind of soft-hearted with a little bit of spice. He's a ginger, so he's got a little bit of spice in there. As far as Harry's finances right now in 2023 and coming up in 2023, we have a lot of rumors. Okay, he could be. We have a windfall, so his finances are good. We have the world, promise and potential, and we have gossip, secondhand news. So he may be traveling the world making a lot of money, and he may be, I don't know. True confessions is there. Is he telling? He could be traveling the world telling his story, and that's going to produce a lot of opportunities for money. And that's where he's at right now as far as his finances are concerned. Still trying to figure out this system here, folks. Bear with me, okay? All right. Moving into the future finances in 2023 for Gary is we have moving. So he may have to move around. Like we have world travel there, but he may have to move in a new direction in order to find the potential because we have a mishap happens. Egg on the face. So he could be a little bit embarrassed here. We have Malaysia not feeling well. And he may have to move. We have surrender and sacrifice and cleansing. Uh, why so many came out? So he's feeling stuck and like he's been hung out to dry, and he doesn't feel well. He's embarrassed by the situation with the egg on his face, right? And he may need to move, or maybe he feels that he needs to move, or he's going to have to move in order to, if he has to move, he's embarrassed by it, doesn't feel good. Is he being exposed by the family? Is he going to have to move back in 2023? Hung out to dry and feeling freaking stuck, and like he's a joke. So, what's going on? Alexa, can you turn up the volume all the way, please? Alexa, can you tell me today's date?
Today is Friday, January 6th, in Ecuador.
Alexa, can you tell me about Prince Harry?
Prince Harry of Wales is the second son of Charles, Prince of Wales, and Princess Diana. He was born on the 15th of September 1984. He attended Eton College. In 2005, he began a decade-long stint in the military, serving some time in Afghanistan. Harry married American actress Meghan Markle on the 19th of May 2018. He is currently sixth in line to the British throne, though in January 2020 he announced his desire to stand down as a senior royal. He will no longer play an official role in serving the Queen and her family.
Alexa, thank you.
You're so welcome. Your kindness really gives me a charge. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. All right, folks. So, there's a little bit about Prince Harry. If you didn't know, now you know. We all know, right? We know. So, let me just keep going. I hope the audio's okay. Again, please bear with me. We're moving into what he's talking about. What's being communicated is seeking and finding and unity. So he may he may be talking about therapists. He may be seeking and finding, U.S. family, new family and friends. This is unity all together now. So that's what he's seeking: unity, a family unit, reliable friends and family. That's what he seeks. What does he actually manifest? We'll go into his ninth house. It relationship dynamics and sensible dialogue. So this could be that they are looking, again, talking, traveling the world right now, and secondhand news, addressing all of the gossip, telling their truth. And people, the world and the potential and the earnings is wonderful for him right now. But egg on the face, I don't know what is coming. But it's an embarrassing situation for Harry that's coming up that's going to affect his finances. And he's like a joke. You know, he has to surrender. What's the sacrifice about? Does he have to move home because we have the moving? Does he have to move home? Is the establishment that he speaks of, is it squeezing him, hanging him out to dry, where he's feeling stuck? Where now he has to give something up. We'll find out. We'll find out. It'll play out in the news or the gossip columns. Who knows? Anyhow, there's sensible dialogue about his relationship. That's what this manifests. The seeking and finding unity gives him the strength to deal with the relationship at hand, the one between he and his wife, his children, and the establishment whom he would love to embrace as a family. But the relationship dynamics play a part in that. So how he is viewed his social standing is keep the faith. People are like, don't lose hope, yo. Don't lose hope. We see you out there. Reciprocity. You give, we give, you get back. They see that he gives and receives, and not to lose hope. Continue to give and you'll continue to get back. It's basically how he's viewed. Um, Person of service, you know, a faithful servant, a dutiful person, a faithful servant. Moving into his home, this is what I'm saying. Like in his home, we have gracefully aging, which could be the house itself, could be decrepit and old, but detailed and fine quality, but well aged, like a fine wine, right? But we have gracefully aging and smile through confrontation, smile through conflict. We have the confrontation, we have the wounded warrior. So a battle has ensued. There is some damage, but he's trucking on, and he wants to stay where he's at. As far as his home, he is just trying to smile through it all. Like there's some, trouble on the home front there as far as confrontation, and just trying to grin and bear it, and be as graceful as you possibly can. The SEX, he's comfortable. We have forgiveness and tranquility. So basically anything between he and his wife needs to be squashed. And he needs to be centered and at peace with himself and forgive her for anything throughout the day, and as well vice versa, in order to have quality sex. Okay, that's enough. And he follows direction. I'm just saying, he's at peace with the way things are. For you all nosy folks, right? We're all nosy. And now we're going to get into his marriage and his relationship with Miss Megan. We have an end of an era, and we have a dream of lost time, and we have an incubation and nesting instinct. Okay, I'm going to say that there is it says an end of an era. It could mean that they are going to terminate their relationship, but let's not say that completely. Let's go another route. There's something has to end, right? They need to embrace a new chapter, but there's something they need to embrace. It's this feeling of nostalgia, remembering when, missing something, a yearning for something in the past, which end of an era, a thing of the past, very endearing and sentimental nostalgia is, but it is remembering when. Okay, and then we have an incubation, a nesting instinct, needing a mother. Somebody needs the care of a mother, Okay, so something needs to give. Somebody needs a little bit of love, and I would say that this is affecting the relationship. I would say that this is the death of his mother. Um, the nesting instinct, as far as like a mother, and he misses his mother, and it affects his relationship. That's what I think it is. Like, and it that could end because of having children and being married. He misses and yearns for this for this mother figure. That's why we have seeking and finding a family, a unity. See, everything is not doom and gloom and breakup. I'm going to really take this as like his mother, the end of an era of missing her. Like, I think all of this global, I know this is his finances, but what is he doing to have this windfall of finances? Is he's traveling the world. There's like, and addressing the gossip and rumors, and the gossip and rumors surrounding the passing of his mother, as well as those surrounding his children and the establishment making money there. But I think that this is strengthening the relationship, that because now that ends the missing and longing for the nurture of his mother. And I think he's finding this freedom through talking about it and finding the right people. He found the right, if he hasn't found them yet, he's finding them in 2023, and having that sensible dialogue about relationship. It affects relationship dynamics. He and Megan May, I know they have a podcast, and I did watch one episode. I think it's on Netflix. Um, I don't know whatever. It just whatever. I don't really know what it is, but it's like a limited series or docu series or something. I wasn't really interested so much. I mean, like the Oprah, it just seemed like a long version of the Oprah interview. I don't know. Uh, Okay, we addressed that, the social standing. Now let's move into his friends, his 11th house, dealing with friendships. And his friends are just encouraging him to be true to himself. We had, we have, I can't even pronounce this word properly, forgive me, admonition. I say it slowly because it doesn't roll off my tongue easily. A need for reform. So his friends are saying it's okay that establishment, let it go, be true to you. There's a need for it. It's not a want. There's a need for it. Basically, this says Mickey Mouse undies, which I know I can go down and jump into a whole rabbit hole as far as Disney and the whole thing is concerned. But we're not doing that today with the conspiracy. What I'm going to take this as a need for reform is, Harry, put on your big boy drawers, okay? Or at least your Mickey Mouse undies, whatever gives you superpowers, to be true to yourself. And that's what his friends are telling him. Put on your big boy pants. There's a need for reform, and stay true to what it is that you want. Now, because like when we move into his 12th house of his enemies, rest up, sweetheart, because they are highly motivated to take your ass down and put you in bed. So rest up, rest up. They're well rested and highly motivated to put you in the bed, to drive you. And do you see how there's a separation between Andy and Megan? They are motivated to create this so you two are sleeping separately. If you can see the card, just saying, it's how I read, folks. If you don't like it, move along. All right, this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't get butt bent and butt hurt over a picture card. People are ridiculous. Learn some boundaries as well, folks. Learn some boundaries and how to follow direction. Um, Seventh house. I'm staying with the Diana. I'm staying with the Diana. Now, I pulled other cards, okay? So Let's read the T cards first. And what came up? Prosperity. We have the fish. Okay. I have other cards here. These are um, Chuck Spezzano, he's PhD. Um, you know, cards. So we have, and then the mixed emotions cards as well, and recovery cards. Because I know the recovery cards that I have are basically for 12-step programs, but Harry needs to recover from the establishment. So I pulled a couple and we will relate them to his establishment. Okay. What we have as far as the teacups and the tea cards are, we have a triangle. So there's three people, okay, wearing different hats. So that bring we have, okay, three endeavors that will bring him a lot of money in 2023. Okay, multiple hats, but three being the triangle. There may be a collaboration, there may be three people, but I'm going to say that there's three things, three different hats, because I'm just going to read the cards, three different hats. So, that bring a lot of fruit his way, prosperity with the fish. Okay. Um, that's a lot of abundance and prosperity. He has windfall. I mean, he is a royal. His finances do not compare to, you know, Oprah's finances. She's a billionaire. He's in a whole different avenue than Oprah, or at least the establishment is. Okay, so from Chuck's card here, the healing cards, the conspiracy deck. What I have is we have projection and shadow. So he's Harry is battling some demons. All right, and the one is projecting and things probably from the past onto the current situation. Okay, there's a lot of darkness, that he suffers from, and we have horned shadows. So the shadow here is, but here there's no shadow, but there's still the horn. So we're dealing with darkness. There's also angelic energy hanging, I don't know, guiding him. So somebody's guiding him through difficult situations. There is, but there's, these are just things, his internal struggle. But how he can let go of the darkness, how he can stop projecting from the past onto the now, is to really learn more and heal from the past, right? We have healing and learning, but it is a healing card. So learn more. Um, you're going to learn more with the water. We have reflection. There's an older gentleman, a father figure, and a child that are swimming. So by doing things and teaching things, you'll learn a lot through parenting, is how I see this, and reflecting. Continue on with that. It will help to battle any demons within. Um, I've got a nail polish demon, so go ahead and criticize. Good nail polish doesn't want to come off. It's hard to get off even with remover. All right, what he needs to do to battle these demons is to really find some inner peace and love for self. We have the sanctuary, so the castle lies within. Um, I want to show you this card. Do you see in the heart? There's a castle. The castle lies within. You don't need an establishment to be royalty. And once he discovers that, he'll be fine. Some of the feelings with the mixed emotions he has ashamed and creative. Okay, so we have unworthy, disgraced, and humiliated. So there's his shadow, right? And we have imaginative, inventive, and expressive. So through that means is how he will heal from this situation, by his creative endeavors, by doing something. You ever work through it, like literally working, picking up something, doing some form of work, Um, here that they're sculpting like clay sculpting clay here, but some form of craftsmanship where he literally uses his hands, and can be expressive. Uh, you know, that is allowing him to heal from whatever the establishment, the family, whatever. That's what I have for Harry, coming up in 2023. If you've made it this far, please consider like, comment, share, and subscribe to. Oh, I didn't do these cards, but do that. Subscribe to the channel. Things that may be coming up. I forgot the recovery card. What is important to you about getting help? This says going to meetings, but it also says or getting help. So that these are things that he's asking himself. What's important. It may come out through this conversation when he finds the like-minded people to talk to, as far as his third house is concerned. What I have learned about recovery or self-care. So these are things that are, he's probably going to be discussing as throughout the travels and this windfall of finances, but it's also just things that he probably, you know, personally asking self what it means to let go or to let God, let go and let God, like what that means for him. Okay. It's finding a higher power, but just really what it means to let it all, just let it go and not care about the outcome, not trying to produce what we think that we want that's best for us. We don't know, folks. And this says, how does a sponsor work? What is it like for you to have a sponsor? So he may be saying, this is how therapy worked. This is, what was therapeutic for me. This is what I did. This is who I spoke to. I found a crowd of people that, that's, who he drew close to get to the other side of the establishment. That, I believe that's what he's talking about. I'm not really, certain, but these are things that could come up. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Smash that like, subscribe button if you've made it this far. Bye.